watching.
So let's talk about recording samples. How do we do that? So you've got a line in here, dual RCAs left and right. You can also use an external source microphone by clicking the mic button. It's going to automatically choose a condenser mic that's built into the unit if that's what you want to do, or you can plug in your own microphone down here to the mic in, which is a 1/4-inch patch. Again, there's no XLR input. I wish there was. It's one of the only things I don't like about this machine. While I'm on that topic, you can't run a MIDI out of the SP-404. You can only run a MIDI line into it. I would say those two things are the only things that I'm not too happy about with this machine. Everything else I love. It's one of my favorites. We're not in pattern select mode. If we were, all of these lights would be flashing. I'm going to turn this off. It's unlit. These aren't flashing. So we're in record mode. So right now, this is flashing. It's bank G. The button says C/G. So if it's solid, it's using bank C. If it's flashing, it's using bank G. And that's just a way that Roland got around not having to add more buttons than necessary. So one button acts as 2 bank triggers. If it's flashing, which it is, it's on bank G. Let's hit record, because I want to record something into bank G. You can see the number 2 is flashing, and what that means is that I've used up almost all of my patches. The ones that aren't lit and flashing are already being used. So number 2 is the only one available for me to record on. I'm going to hit it. Now it's going to become solid, and the recording button is going to start flashing. So that means that it's all queued up for recording. As soon as I hit the record button, it's going to start recording. As soon as I hit the record button again, it's going to stop recording. Right now, I've got a synth here. It's the System 1 synth by Roland, another Roland product, just by coincidence here. So I like this synth. It's pretty new for me, so I'm still messing around with it. Let's try it out. If I hit this button, I should say key because it's a keyboard. There's a sound on my synth. I'm going to try recording that just to show you how to record. Anyways, I'm going to cancel this and show you all of it again. Hit record. It's going to show you which ones are available to record on in this specific bank. I'm going to hit the one that's available to me. It's going to become solid. That's going to become flashing. As soon as I hit this, I'm going to do a little sample here, and I'm going to hit record again to stop the recording. Let's check it out. Record. Now I hit record again and stop. I'm going to play it back by hitting G2. If I just touch it, you're only going to hear the beginning of the sample. So if I touch it and hold it, there it is. And it's on a loop, so it's just going to keep playing forever until I either hit the button again to stop it, or if I take it off the loop, now it plays through once and stops. It's not going to loop. If I don't want to use this hold button, I can turn the gate off, which means I just have to touch the button once, it'll play through once and stop because it's not on loop. I should say that when the gate is off and a sample is playing, you can't stop the sample by hitting the button again, which you would be able to do if the gate were on. So if the gate's off, it's going to play through the sample once and it's going to stop by itself. The only way you could stop it and interfere before it finishes playing is by turning the gate on in mid-sample. Now I can hit that number 2 and it stops playing. So maybe I don't like that sample, maybe I want to try it again. Right next to the record button is a delete button. I'm going to hit delete. I'm going to choose G2, which is where I was recording onto. It's going to become solid. Delete's going to be flashing. I'm going to hit delete again. It's going to flash for a second and shut off. Now it's gone. If I want to check to make sure that it's gone, let's hit record again. 2 is available. That means that I've deleted it. I hit cancel. We can cancel the idea of recording altogether. That's how you record samples on the SP-404.